What does it really take to become a billionaire? Is it luck, a stroke of genius, or a secret formula hidden from the rest of the world? For decades, people have searched for the elusive path to extraordinary wealth, often believing that billionaires possess some kind of magic touch. But the truth is more nuanced, more human, and, in many ways, more inspiring than any myth. In The $1 Billion Secret, 20 Principles of Billionaire Wealth and Success, Rafael Badziag embarks on a quest to uncover the real stories and strategies behind some of the world's most successful self-made billionaires. Through direct interviews and rigorous research, he distills the mindsets, habits, and principles that set billionaires apart from the rest. The journey begins with a simple, yet profound realization. Billionaires are not fundamentally different from you or me. They are not born with superpowers or a secret code for printing money. Instead, they cultivate a set of principles, attitudes, and behaviors that, when combined and sustained over time, propel them to extraordinary achievements. It is not about shortcuts or overnight success. Rather, it is about relentless commitment, radical discipline, and the willingness to think and act in ways that most people never do. One of the first lessons that emerges from Badziag's conversations is the importance of thinking big, truly big. Many people set goals that are safe, attainable, and comfortable. Billionaires, on the other hand, aim for goals that seem impossible, even outlandish, to the average person. They dream on a scale that stretches the imagination and forces them to operate at the very edge of their abilities. This is not mere optimism or wishful thinking. It is a strategic decision to pursue opportunities that can change industries, society, and sometimes even the world itself. But dreaming big is just the starting point. Billionaires pair their grand visions with an unshakable belief in their ability to achieve them. This is not arrogance, but a deeply rooted confidence that comes from self-awareness, resilience, and a willingness to learn from failure. They do not see setbacks as evidence that their goals are unattainable. Instead, they interpret failures as valuable feedback, essential for growth and progress. Each obstacle becomes a lesson, each crisis an opportunity to adapt and improve. Discipline is another defining trait. While the world may see only the glamorous outcomes, luxury, recognition, and influence, billionaires live by routines and standards that most people would find daunting. They wake up early, often before dawn, and structure their days with purpose and precision. Their work ethic is legendary, not because they never rest, but because they are relentless in their pursuit of excellence. They do not shy away from hard work. They embrace it as the price of greatness. Yet this discipline is not confined to their professional lives. It extends to their personal habits, relationships, and even their mindset. Billionaires are voracious learners, constantly seeking new knowledge, ideas, and perspectives. They read widely, listen deeply, and surround themselves with people who challenge and inspire them. They are acutely aware that the world is always changing, and they are determined to stay ahead by continually evolving themselves. Another key principle is radical focus. In a world overflowing with distractions and opportunities, billionaires have mastered the art of saying no. They understand that true success requires concentrated effort on the few things that matter most. This means prioritizing projects, delegating tasks, and ruthlessly eliminating anything that does not align with their core mission. They are not afraid to walk away from good opportunities if it means staying true to their vision. But focus does not mean isolation. On the contrary, billionaires are masters of building and leveraging networks. They recognize that no one achieves greatness alone. By forging strong relationships with partners, employees, mentors, and even competitors, they create ecosystems of trust and collaboration. They are generous with their knowledge, eager to mentor others, and quick to share credit. This ability to connect, inspire, and lead people is often as important as their technical or financial skills. Risk-taking is another hallmark of billionaire thinking. While most people instinctively avoid uncertainty, billionaires learn to embrace calculated risks. They do not gamble recklessly, but they are willing to venture into the unknown when the potential rewards justify the danger. They understand that every breakthrough, every innovation requires a leap of faith, but they also know how to manage and mitigate risks, turning potential threats into sources of competitive advantage. Importantly, billionaires are not motivated solely by money. While financial success is a powerful driver, the greatest billionaires are often fueled by a deeper sense of purpose. They want to solve big problems, create lasting value, and leave a legacy that transcends wealth. This sense of mission gives them the stamina to persevere through setbacks, the courage to take bold actions, and the humility to keep learning and growing. Flexibility and adaptability are also crucial. In a rapidly changing world, rigid plans and fixed mindsets can quickly become liabilities. Billionaires are quick to pivot when circumstances demand it, adjusting their strategies without losing sight of their ultimate goals. They are not attached to any single idea or approach. Instead, they are committed to the process of continuous improvement, always seeking better ways to achieve their objectives. Badziag's research reveals another surprising truth. Billionaires are not especially lucky, at least not in the way most people think. While luck plays a role in every life, billionaires actively create their own luck by putting themselves in positions where opportunity can find them. They take more shots, try more things, and persist longer than most. This increases the probability that they will be in the right place at the right time, ready and able to seize the moment. Furthermore, billionaires are masters of leverage. They understand that their own time, energy, and resources are limited, so they seek ways to multiply their impact. This might mean leveraging technology, capital, networks, or even brand reputation. By creating systems that work for them, they free themselves to focus on the highest value tasks, those that move the needle the most. A deep sense of responsibility is another common thread. Billionaires are acutely aware of the influence they wield, and many feel a moral obligation to use their wealth and power for good. They are often philanthropists, investing in causes that reflect their values and aspirations for a better world. But even in their business dealings, they strive to create win-win outcomes, seeking not just profit, but also positive impact for customers, employees, and society at large. Ambition is paired with humility. Despite their extraordinary achievements, many billionaires remain grounded, aware of their own limitations and the fragility of success. They seek out mentors, invite constructive criticism, and are quick to acknowledge their mistakes. This humility allows them to keep growing, adapting, and evolving, even as they reach new heights. Billionaires also cultivate emotional intelligence. They know that business is ultimately about people, understanding their needs, motivations, and emotions. They invest in building strong cultures, inspiring loyalty and commitment among their teams. They are skilled communicators, able to articulate their vision and rally others to their cause. And they are resilient in the face of adversity, able to manage stress and setbacks without losing their composure. One of the most powerful lessons from The $1 Billion Secret is the idea of ownership, taking full responsibility for one's life, choices, and results. Billionaires do not blame circumstances, luck, or other people for their failures. They own their outcomes, good and bad, and use every experience as a stepping stone to greater achievements. This sense of agency is liberating, empowering them to act boldly and decisively. Strategic thinking is another essential skill. Billionaires are always looking for patterns, opportunities, and leverage points that others miss. They approach problems with curiosity and creativity, asking questions that challenge conventional wisdom. They are not afraid to disrupt themselves or their industries if it means staying ahead of the curve. Of course, the path to billionaire wealth is not for everyone. It demands sacrifice, perseverance, and an extraordinary level of commitment. Yet, the principles that underpin billionaire success are accessible to anyone willing to adopt them. You do not need to be born into privilege or possess rare talents. What matters most is mindset, a willingness to think bigger, act bolder, and persist longer than the rest. Rafael Badziag's work shatters the myth of the lone genius or the lucky gambler. Instead, he presents a blueprint for success grounded in discipline, learning, risk-taking, and purpose. The billionaires he interviews come from diverse backgrounds, industries, and cultures, but they share a common set of principles that anyone can learn and apply. For those seeking to transform their own lives, careers, or businesses, the lessons of The $1 Billion Secret offer a roadmap. Start by clarifying your vision. What do you truly want to achieve, and why does it matter? Set goals that stretch your imagination and force you to grow. Cultivate discipline in your daily habits, focusing relentlessly on the activities that drive results. Surround yourself with people who challenge and inspire you, and be generous in helping others succeed. Embrace failure as a teacher, not a verdict. Each setback is an opportunity to learn, adapt, and come back stronger. Take calculated risks, and do not be afraid to venture into the unknown. Leverage your resources, networks, and systems to multiply your impact. Stay humble, keep learning, and never lose sight of your purpose. Remember, the real secret is not a formula or a shortcut. It is a set of principles, mindsets, and behaviors that, when practiced consistently over time, can lead to extraordinary results. The journey is not easy, but it is profoundly rewarding. The world's billionaires are proof that greatness is possible for anyone willing to dream big, work hard, and never give up. In the end, the $1 Billion Secret is not about money. It is about transformation. It is about becoming the kind of person who can create, lead, and inspire on the grandest scale. It is about turning ideas into reality, setbacks into stepping stones, and ambition into achievement. Whether your goal is to build a business, make an impact, or simply live a life of purpose and fulfillment, the principles of billionaire success offer a source of wisdom and inspiration for the journey ahead.